Hey guys, Cody from Phonics here, and today we're going to be talking about Headshot. It's the newest movie starring Iko Uwais, and I've got some things to say about it. It was filmed and directed by Kimo Stambol and Timo Tahanto. Forgive me if I butcher that, but Tahanto, I believe so. They're known for their work on the VHS series. I believe they did the shoot where they went to the Asian school in VHS 2. I believe that was actually them when they produced that. And they're also known for a movie called The Killers, which is interesting. I definitely want to check that out. They also produced some of the things from The Raid as well. I believe they produced the movie and shot some of the shots in it. So I was pretty interested to see how it was going to go. Your basic story for Headshot: Iko Uwais' character Ismail, he has amnesia, and he's waking up, he's figuring out everything that's going on. You know, he's like, he doesn't know what's going on. Apparently there are people trying to find him and chase him down and kill him, but he wakes up. The whole movie is him figuring out who he is, figuring out who these people are, and generally just trying to survive. We've seen this type of movie before. It's nothing new. There's been several movies that have done the whole amnesia thing. And how does Headshot pull it off? Well, I'll be honest, there's a lot of good and a lot of bad. And we'll start off with the good things first. You can definitely tell that there's some nice choreography going on. There's some very detailed and intense scenes that almost kind of bring it back to like the Raid 1, to where the fight scenes, when they do happen, they might not be big and flashy, but they're so intense and so focused and so calculated that you're on the edge of your seat watching and figuring out what's going to happen. I remember in one fight scene that they have in the police station, I believe, a guy's using a shotgun, and it just, through them fighting and through a previous blast from the shot before, when he flips the guy over, the shotgun lands through the hole, and it looked like there was no wires attached or anything. Like, it just naturally done that for them practicing this stunt and practicing the moves they were doing over and over again. So I will highly praise the stunt team and whoever was doing the choreography for this movie. Like, it was very well done and detailed, and it clearly shows in the final product. There's also an homage to the Raid 2 in the movie as well, and I thought that was really neat. Those of you who have seen the Raid 2 will see what I'm talking about when you get there. I really want to try to keep this spoiler free, that way you guys can enjoy the movie and with a fresh mind and fresh set, you know. Iko Uwais, he is fantastic as his character. Like, he is the best actor in the movie by far. Any scene with him in it is amazing. All his stunt work, all his action scenes, his acting is on point as well. Like 10 out of 10. Basically, if you've seen him in his other movies, he's fantastic here as well. But I would also say that he is really the only really good character in the movie. We'll start kind of going into negatives here. Some of the fight scenes were really well choreographed. Like, I've seen a lot of action movies, and I've seen a lot of movies out there. And there were some things in this movie that I was like, whoa, ooh, that looks like it kind of hurt, you know? Like, oh, that was kind of crazy. So definitely some points there. It is definitely a hard R, be warned. It is a hard R for sure. There are some things in here that you're like, man, that was crazy. That was really out there. Most of the actors were okay. They were fair. Nothing was absolutely horrible or bad, I would say. There were just a lot of things that could have been done better. Like, other than Iko Uwais' performance, everybody either is just okay or falls flat. I would say the only exception to the better actors rule would probably be his two childhood friends. They did pretty good, and they were on the screen and performing. They were pretty decent. Moving on to negatives here, one of the biggest flaws I would say with the movie is when you've got the cool action scenes and when you've got the cool things going down, I swear, man, it looks like there's this dude with a shaky cam or something just trying to make it dramatic and all effectful, but it gets so bad to where you can't even halfway tell what's going on. Like, you can't really enjoy the action scenes because the dude's just shaking the cam so much trying to make it dramatic. And I get the dramatic effects, I get the flair, I get trying to be more realistic, but there's just a certain limit that you don't need to push. And whoever that guy was, there are noticeable times, like throughout the movie, when the screen is just crazy while there's action going on, and you can't really tell what they're even doing. I would also say the main antagonist of the movie, Sonny Pang, he plays Lee. He's an underground drug lord. He runs like a little crime syndicate thing, and he's supposed to be this major, epic, huge bad guy that's been doing this for years, and he's got a lot of dark secrets and crazy things going on. And I'll be honest with you, Sonny Pang, the actual actor, he didn't do a bad job, but just with the character he was trying to portray, I did not feel any sort of menacing behavior or anything from this dude at all. Like, at best, I would say he is just okay in the role, but they should have casted somebody else. I was not threatened by this dude at all throughout the movie. I mean, he did okay for what he was there for, but I felt like if they really would have had somebody to really hammer that point home of like, oh crap, this is a major bad guy, like he will kill anybody, like this is the bad of the bad, you know. I felt like the movie would have just been so much better to have a true antagonist like that. Most of the fight scenes are cool. It definitely gives you some eye candy to look at. I would say the movie's kind of slow for about the first 30 minutes, but there's a bus scene, and once that bus scene happens, it was pretty much interesting from then on out. There's a lot of fight scenes that replace the glamour and glory for really tense and tight moments, and I really appreciated that. The bus scene being one of them for sure. It was different, but in a good way. They definitely wanted to focus on the stakes and like really hammered home that like, holy crap, Ishmael could die at any time. Like they're seriously out to kill this dude. And I would say that for sure is definitely a plus. There's also a lot of English in this movie, if you get what I'm saying, Indonesian and English as well. I don't know why they did that. I guess they were trying to appeal more to the foreign market, maybe here in the States or whatever. But I swear, probably throughout the movie, they just randomly go from speaking Indonesian to English for like no reason at all. And I guess it was trying to add more dramatic effect or trying to be more dramatic, but I didn't really feel like it added anything. It was just there. It's like, okay, cool. But just something weird I thought I'd point out. It's a mixed bag. It's good and it's bad. I would say the good definitely overweighs the bad, but if they would have kept the same movie and just replaced the main antagonist, replaced Lee with a better actor, and just calm down some of those shaky cam scenes to just be a little more straight, a little more fluid, a little more clear cut, would probably get a solid 8 out of 10 for sure. The movie would have probably done and been more better off as well. But overall, I would definitely recommend go seeing it. It's also better paced. There's probably a good 7 or 8 actual fight scenes. The movie's got good pacing right after that bus scene happens. Just the first 30 minutes or so is just kind of picking up. It's explaining the story, you know, world building type of thing. But from that bus scene on, you're definitely interested. The action keeps coming, and it gets tense to it a lot of times. That's definitely one thing I would praise about it. Once it starts rolling, it keeps going. You know, it's not one of those boring, oh, there's something at the beginning and oh, there's something at the end, because I hate those. And then through all all throughout the movie, they're just talking and like nothing's going on. I can't stand that big start and that big finish. I like it when it's included with things going throughout the movie, but so many movies nowadays just do the big start and the big finish, and all throughout the middle is boring as crap. And I will praise that. Headshot did a good job of pacing after that first 30-minute mark. And my overall rating for it that I would give this movie would be a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, if they would have just fixed some of those shaky camera issues and maybe cast a better actor for the main antagonist as Lee, yeah, the movie would definitely be rated better. Definitely go see it. I would definitely say it's better than Iko Uwais' previous work in Maratu, however it's pronounced. So I'm definitely going to rewatch it again soon. It's been about 4 or 5 years, but I remember it kind of being boring until about the end, the last 20 minutes of the movie. But it's definitely better than Maratu. Definitely not as good as The Raid or The Raid 2. Those are high bar set supreme movies. But definitely go see it, go check it out, and let me know what you think. Post in the comments below what you thought about it, and recommend me some other movies to check out and see. I hope this review has helped you guys. I love doing these type of movies. Eastern Asian cinema is definitely one of my strong suits and things, and there'll be more reviews coming soon. I know Birth of the Dragon is on my list, and also Triple Threat will be coming out soon. Cannot wait for those. But until then, guys, we'll see you next time.